Hello, welcome to the song mode of OpenSong, which is my favorite part of the program. I just think this is so cool. Maybe it's because I'm geeky, but I think everyone should think it's cool, because it is cool. Let's start out with some basics. I don't want to edit this song directly for examples, so we can use the copy function to make a copy of the song, and then choose which folder I want to put it in. Well, why don't we make a new folder first? Let's push that button and say folder. That was difficult. Okay. We can search through the songs simply by typing. There we go. There's above all. And we can use all of our basic copy, move, etc. tools. We'll copy this to the folder. Bwaha. Folder. And I'm going to rename it to modifications. And if I spelled that wrong, don't laugh, because there's no spell checker, so it wasn't my fault. Anyway, all of this arranging of songs can also be done in the data folder itself, in the songs. We'll notice that here's our folder, called folder. We can make another copy of this, which we'll just leave it named copy. There we go. And there's the copy. So that will be a whole lot faster than trying to import a database of songs one song at a time. That can be quite a mess. Anyway, the main thing that I think is really cool about this song editor is that it uses plain text, a plain text file, and it contains all the data necessary for presenting it on a screen and printing lead sheets complete with chords. Just about every special character you can think of has a special function. For instance, to mark verse 1, verse 2, the chorus, etc., you make brackets. We could make a verse 3. And that would be verse 3. Now this verse is not going to show up if we, go to print it or anything. Because, well, forget that. It is actually going to show up. If you actually go to project it, though, where are you? There we go. Now it's not actually going to show up because it's technically not in the song. Whoops, that's not an exit button. That's the exit button. To actually put it in the song, we need to add verse 3 to this list of song parts up here. Right now, the song is set to go verse 1, then verse 2, then the chorus, then verse 1, then verse 2, then the chorus, and then the chorus again. which you will have seen over when we presented it. If we add verse 3, maybe right here. Verse 3, and then the chorus again, and then verse 1 and 2 again. Then, when we go to do this, verse 3 will be there right where we put it. Verse 1, verse 2, chorus, verse 3. Now verse 3 is really big. It's a very nice big font, very easy to see. But that's kind of a smaller font. It's a little difficult to see because OpenSong automatically scales the text. Oh, I did it again. But never fear, we can fix that. If you put bars, 2 bars will split the verse between 2 different slides. At this point, it will make these 2 lines a new slide. You can use a single bar to decide where exactly you want the lines to be split. For some random reason, I want the word "you" to be all by itself on a line. Save, go over to set mode. There we go. Now we just have 2 lines per song, and they're cut exactly where I wanted them to be. And there's "you" all by itself on a line. How silly. You probably noticed that there are chords here, but there are not chords when we present it. It's because every line that begins with a dot is detected as a line of chords. And this is my favorite part of the entire program. In addition to being marked as chords, just also nicely, in the lead sheets, these chords can be transposed. Let's say, what are we in? This looks like the key of A. Maybe I want this in the key of G instead, which is a little easier to play for some people. Just like that. -2, and now it's in the key of C. G. Very, very nice. Ta-da! In addition, if you want to go a little more advanced with your whole chord thing, sometimes you have like a guitarist who capos and a keyboardist who can't capo. If we capo this 2, and then choose to print capoed chords in addition, then we have our normal chords and then the capoed chords, which, let's bring that back down to A. Now we have the song in A and capoed chords in C. All right. For a complete list of what all you can do with this format, you can go to Help, Help Topics, and then the chords, lyrics, and format. For instance, you can make it so that you have multiple verses for one line of chords using numbers to begin each line. And you can space things out with the underscore, and it'll automatically take those out of the presentation mode quite seamlessly. Comment lines, if you want your page to break in a specific place in the lead sheet mode, column breaks, lots of really cool stuff that makes it so easy, and all in a single file. And so that is the OpenSong editor. You can import libraries of songs from CCLI or PowerPoint, but first of all, it requires a separate import utility that doesn't run on Linux, so I'm not sure how it runs, but the brief encounters I have had with it weren't entirely stable or seamless, so you can play around with that if you like. If not, you can always put in everything by hand. Yay! I think that's about it for the song editor.